Alright, we do folks your bull marks on 205 numbers after the main games beat in action. Y'all already know how we be is rolling Dead Space right at the end of the game almost here. So spoiler alert, I guess if you haven't seen the ending of it. This is the remake. I played Dead Space back when it came out back in the day. I played I played Dead Space. See, I got a 360 a little bit later on in the generation. We were just poor, so we had to save up for that. And I got Dead Space when it was dirt cheap. It may have been like $10 or something like that by that point. And I remember getting Dead Space 2 when it was like dirt cheap too. Like maybe both of them were like $20 like together or something like that. And I played one, and then I played the other like right after. I thought they were great. I thought they were phenomenal. I wouldn't. I was gonna compare it to like a Resident Evil 4, building off of kind of that third-person kind of shooter thing, but not really. You can move while you shoot here and stuff. It was very unique in the weapons that you kind of brought into the whole isolation, being on the spaceship kind of thing. Think like aliens type stuff, except like, 1,000 aliens kind of thing. See how long it takes me to realize that I got to shoot that thing that's glowing right there. So yeah, I played them back in the day. I didn't play 3 for a long time. I heard 3 just wasn't good. I didn't play it. I think eventually maybe it got put on like Game Pass or some subscription service, or maybe I bought it for like $5 later down the line. I played it eventually. I thought it was okay. Definitely not as good as 1 and 2. I would say 2 probably, for me, gameplay-wise, if memory serves me right, I liked more than 1. But being in Nishimura, that first one was just like, that game was just so good. So I would probably rank them 1, 2 is close to me. 3, yeah, definitely like a whole different beast and a whole different monster in itself. I didn't necessarily think it was bad. It was definitely more action-oriented. I remember being like in a snowy planet kind of place. So there were like other factors to it, but I didn't think necessarily it was bad by any means. There was no part of me that was like, this is horrible. But yeah, there was a lot of other stuff going on with 3. But anyway, the remake here, I didn't play this when it came out. It got put, I think, on the DA stuff for like Game Pass and whatnot. So I played it there. And it's awesome. They really did a great job. I embark once again to the Resident Evil 4 type remakes that it makes the game better than what you thought it was. Or it makes it kind of like what you thought it was, just like a better version of it. I know there are some areas that kind of changed a little more than others. I know some were kind of, they just moved enemies around in replacements. Obviously, graphically, it's significantly just cleaner, and the lighting and all that's really cool. But the core gameplay and the core Dead Space experience is really there, which I think is awesome. It's really interesting to find a balance, and I think maybe Resident Evil 4 isn't the best example of it, because in 4 they did change a lot. But it was all for the better, kind of, almost. And in this game, I didn't notice as much. It had been a long time since I played the original Dead Space 2. Resident Evil 4, I played so many times that it's pretty easy for me to detect. I was like, hold up, this was the boulder place. This was that. This is different. Hold up, this whole little area is over here. What? I could use this little boat to go around. There's so much more to 4 that they changed that I recognize, whereas this one, not as much, but the core gameplay is still there, and it's still really fun, man. Using like all the different weapons and that kind of stuff is great. The story is whatever. It's fine. It's a good story. I think it's solid. It's trippy as to like what's actually happening and what's not happening in Isaac's mind, especially with like the ending that happens after this and whatnot. So there's a lot of interesting elements in that sense, but it's also not like anything, there's no Oscar-worthy kind of material over here. But I would definitely say if you're going to go back and play Dead Space, this remake is a great way to play through it. I'd probably recommend it over the original. It just plays cleaner. You can obviously play it on the new systems and whatnot. Overall, really, really impressed by how they kept the core gameplay and everything that made Dead Space great, and just slightly tweaked everything and cleaned everything up and made it look nicer to just make you have a better Dead Space experience. Would I pay $60 for it, or $70 whenever it came out? Oof, I don't know about that. If I had never played it before, yeah. Playing it again? Nah, it's good to wait.